Today we're finally getting around to checking out the new artifact sets. We are primarily focusing on Song of Days Past and seeing how that works. Of course, before any of that, we actually have to go to the new domain here, and this won't be a primarily artifact farming video, but I do want to check out the domain itself, the enemies here, a lot of elemental stuff. Okay, we got another crystallized content here, which I guess makes sense since this is sort of Navia's signature set here. Okay, that was pretty fast. We got like a 33 there. Obviously, we'll need to go until at least we get a full set, but preferably at least like decent main stats here. Let's try and get a sub 30. Actually, I think that one was pretty fast. We got a 24, okay. I think we probably could be faster with just my Nouvelette team, so we'll try that later. We got a plume here with pretty horrible subs, but an attack sands, which don't have good subs either. But yeah, we'd have to farm this a lot to replace Navia's Hunter set or even the Golden Troop when Farina's not in the team. But yeah, as we're running the domain, I want to give a quick thanks to today's video sponsor, AFK Arena. AFK Arena, for those that don't know, is a unique and captivating mobile RPG loved by millions worldwide. In AFK Arena, you embark on a huge journey through the mystical land of Asperia, where strategy and hero collection are key to your adventure. And they have an update coming soon, running from January 8th to the 31st, with some really interesting things coming. First of all, 2 new awakened heroes, Eugene and Gavis. You can pick one of them for free to join your team. We also got some limited Christmas skins for Lucilla and Liberta. Lucilla being a very popular character actually, and you can get her skin for free. But besides that, we got Panda Dumpty, an adorable little beast. Guess what? Completely free during the event. What you can also get for free is an enormous 220 summons. That's crazy. It's also their biggest giveaway ever, so now is literally the best time to give AFK Arena a try. I'll have some special gift codes you can see on screen here. They'll also be in the description below for easy copy paste. And if all that sounds good to you, make sure to give it a try. Link is in the description below. And now back to the video. Ooh, that was also quite a fast one, 21 seconds. I'm curious to see if we can actually beat that with the Nouvelette team. Ooh, 2 Song of Days Past here. I do have to remember this is a healer set, so I mean, we do have HP there at least, which is generally good for healers. And then we got a Death Goblet, so kind of useless there, unfortunately. What the hell was that? 2 more Song of Days Past. We still need a better bell. I mean, energy recharge can be viable on a healer, I suppose. Subs are still pretty atrocious, and these are not healer stats either. I still don't think we can make a full 4-piece set, so let's grab some more resin. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure this is necessarily faster. I don't think really slower either though. Ooh, got a 3-drop. This is the first circlet. Oh, and it's healing bonus. That's actually kind of perfect for a healer. HP is also usually good here, but since this set specifically relies on a certain amount of healing, maybe healing bonus would be better. Then we got a flower with HP sub at least. I think this one will go a little better, but yeah, that seahorse takes a long time to kill since we basically never get rid of its shield. 24. I mean, it's comparable to the Navia team. Yeah, of course, we get double crit on the healing set. That's amazing. And then another Death Goblet. I think we are still missing a decent goblet, but that could always be off piece. That one's gotta beat it. 22. I don't think we can get better than that. All right, we got double Navia circlets. Any crit in there? We got attack and crit damage. Interesting. Subs are pretty bad. We just have attack percent there, so meh. Another 22. This is our last run here. Then we're gonna try a different team. All right, we got an Electro Goblet here and an attack goblet for Navia. Got a plume for the Navia set. It's only crit damage there, so again, not very good. Let's go for 1 more 5 set, get 5 more condensed resin. I feel like international might be pretty good. Let's try that. It would have been good if we could just... Yeah, we need a little bit more power there. Another Song of Days Past goblet. Ooh, okay, we got an HP. I'll probably just try this on Baiju to make absolutely sure we're getting the full healing thing here. And when we're actually going over it, we'll explain this massive wall of text in a little bit more detail. Yeah, I'm definitely not having the most success with this team. Another HP goblet. Okay, that's kind of crazy. And a useless Death Circlet on the Navia set. Editor, cut this one out of the video. A couple more Song of Days Past. We got an attack circlet again. Not great. Flower has HP and energy, so could be decent actually. Ooh, hold on, Geo Damage Goblet. Oh, okay, never mind. All right, last run here. We should be able to make a 4-piece set. 2 more Song of Days Past. EM Goblet's bad for most healers. Oh, and then an HP circlet. That could be good. So let's see what we actually got. We got 38. Of course, like half of them are 4 stars. Oh, the Sands and Goblet actually look very similar. We got no HP Sands. Any HP goblets? Yes, we did get, I think, 2 HP goblets So we could just use that and go off-piece sands, just like maybe triple HP if necessary. We did get a healing bonus and I believe an HP circlet as well. So we have the choice there. As for Plume, anything decent in terms of substats, HP here, I guess, HP there, and energy recharge. Okay, we'll probably get this flower. Let's lock that. HP versus healing bonus. Typically you will heal more with healing bonus, but depending on the healer, HP can be overall more beneficial, which is why I usually just go HP. So again, just to make sure we're maxing out the 4-piece set, we're gonna go Baiju. He is like the one that heals the most, I would say. But yeah, I don't think any of these artifacts are particularly good, so we're only gonna raise them as much as necessary, but let's at least get like the main stats up a little bit. 17 should be good for now. If I really do decide to go for this set, you know, if we figure out today it's actually really good, I would probably give him better artifacts anyway. Yeah, we're up to 42k HP. That should be plenty to heal. So we have Baiju in the 4-piece set now. I'm just gonna heal and see if there are any like markers or indication that we have this thing. Oh, there we go. So after those 6 seconds, we get this boost for 10 seconds or 5 attacks. This does count overflow healing as well, so we should get the max boost every time, really, since Baiju heals the entire team for a really, really good amount. I mean, and what does this buff actually do? This big text basically boils down to the next 5 hits after you get this buff will have their damage increased by 8% of the total healing amount, capping out at 15,000 healing. 8% of 15,000 is 1,200, which, yeah, doesn't really seem like a lot. My main question here is where this 1,200 comes in the math chain, basically. If it just tacks 1,200 onto the end of the attack, it's really not going to be very impressive, though since it can hit 5 times, that's an extra 6,000, I guess, per yearning effect. Usually when I'm doing tests like this, I want to have as little variables as possible, so we probably wouldn't even use Kazuha or Furina, just Nuvolette and Baiju, and we should be able to get an idea at least. So first of all, I want to kind of see what Nuvolette is doing on his own. So yeah, we're getting like 20k. I would kind of want to make sure we are also hitting the same enemy. Yeah, I mean, like between 20 and 21k completely unbuffed. So on this one, again, I mean, it's still kind of variable because even Nuvolette and his own kit has buffs and things going on. Wait, what the no way, dude. Okay, so I was just in the middle of a battle and I actually had to just heal. I was still trying to get a baseline number, but there was obviously a massive difference actually there when we have the buff versus not. So we're getting like an average of about 20k without the buff. So now we have it. 24, 26, and then it goes back to 20 because the 5 hits are over. That's actually a lot. That's way more than I was expecting. We're going from like 20 to 24k. Like you can see here, we're getting maybe 20 to 21 without the buff. Am I missing something? We're not getting any other buffs, right? Yeah, no, I don't think we even did any blooms or anything. So to trigger his other passive that increases his charge attack damage. Okay, well, we know for sure now it's not just a flat 1,200 that gets lumped onto the attack, which I guess would actually mean it would actually be a lot more impressive in a full rotation, really. Okay, that's gonna be a problem. Now we just, okay, he did. Okay, but yeah, now you can see they're nearly 30k. That was because we did a reaction and the charge attack got buffed because of his first passive here. But that means the 24, 25Ks we were seeing is really just the Song of Days Past buff. That is actually crazy. So yeah, let's make sure we're not hitting anyone. There we go. So Nuvolette should get the buff soon here. Fighting the same enemy. All right. Yeah, 26 ticks now. And then the last one was a 20. The last one I don't think had the buff anymore. Wow, that's so much bigger than I thought it would be. For certain teams, I think I'm just gonna keep him in this. Like, of course, Deepwood's probably better if you have him in a Bloom team. In this Nuvolette team, I think this might be his best set now. Like, Baiju can max out the Clam pretty easily as well, but that's like 30k damage or something, period. The only real way we can test breaking Baiju's 4-piece set and just doing the same thing twice, although there still are so many variables that something can happen. So I'll just do it a couple times and hope one of them works out. Let's actually get this to 20, so then we can just replace it with a different 20. Any HP, it doesn't really matter. Sure, let's take that. So it does not have the 4-piece set anymore. We will not get that buff. I'm actually kind of excited now. I wasn't expecting it to be that significant. Maybe Perpetual Mechanical Array here in Chamber 1. Let's do the full rotation here again. I'm not gonna bother with Kazuha's Burst. I think that would take too long. So here we go. What kind of damage are we getting at base? Again, like 67. It actually went a little lower there at the end for some reason. I'm not sure exactly why. Kazuha's buff may have run out. Let me do it a couple more times, try and get like an average feel, I guess, just doing the same thing over and over. Yeah, so we're getting nearly 70k when we do Kazuha's burst. Yeah, some 69ks in there. So yeah, the annoying thing is that it takes 6 seconds after healing. I'm not sure how to get around that. Probably different healer, different team would maybe work. But since we've already come this far, I want to try and make it work. So the most I've seen so far is the last hit being a 70k with Nuvolet's beam, but most of the starting hits are between 67 and 69. So we're gonna go and give him back the full set here. And again, I think I just kind of have to start with Baiju here. If we want to make sure we have the buff by the time we actually get to Nuvolet. All right, here we go. 7780. What? Wow, that's crazy. Unfortunately, the dude flew away, but literally getting 10k extra per tick for 5 ticks, I suppose. That's so much more than I thought it would be for just being a set on a healer. Yeah, the problem is actually, so there's 7780. We can only get 2 actual ticks off in this rotation because I think Kazuha's second E, we already had the buff and that counted for the first attack. So it's a little tricky with like Nuvolet in particular. I think with most other rotations where you're just going to your main DPS at the end of all the buffs, that would be fine. Maybe if we actually do Farina first and then Baiju, that would work a little better. Let's see here. 66, 78. Okay, we were getting the ticks there at the end. Just the fact we saw an 80k where 70k was the highest and only on the final tick is really, really impressive to me. One thing I'm not 100% sure about is if the characters share those 5 hits, because like when we're doing Nuvolet, Kazuha's ultimate is going and attacking as well. And I'm wondering if those attacks are actually taking away this. I'm assuming they do right now, but I want to make totally sure. So we should be able to pretty easily test this just on Masanori. So we're just going to start with Kazuha here, wait until he gets the boost. We should be able to get 5 attacks off in under 10 seconds. So there's the boost. Let's do 5 attacks real quick. There, boost is gone for him. Going to Nuvolet, it's also gone for Nuvolet. That definitely wasn't 10 seconds. So they definitely share those 5 hits, which is to be expected, but also it would have been really cool if they didn't. So I'm definitely gonna keep my Baiju in this set. Before he was just an ocean-hued Clam. I think there are different teams that could take advantage of this easier. So where you don't have to try and time it right, and probably different healers that could use it better as well. Healers that don't have to wait for their thing to come back to heal, where they just heal immediately. Though Baiju is pretty special in that he has such a big heal on his E as opposed to his burst. But I mean, 15,000 total healing in 6 seconds probably isn't that hard with most healers. Like, I'm kind of understanding why they had Chevreuse in the Song of Days Past. I feel like if you can get enough HP, Song of Days Past is definitely a contender. My main issue is where you actually get this. It's paired with the set that's basically only good for Navia and is still worse than the Hunter set if you have Farina in your team. So the question mainly comes down to if it's worth even farming the domain in the first place. I'm still a little on the fence though. After our not super perfectly scientific tests today, it's way better than I thought it would be. I mean, if you can get it to work properly, that's like 50,000 extra damage per E, which is better than the 27k from Ocean-Hued Clam. It will always be 27k. On Baiju, of course, other healers can't max it out so easily. And the Ocean-Hued Clam explosion is much smaller than Nuvolet's beam. So you're potentially getting even way more damage if you're hitting multiple enemies with Nuvolet's beam, you know? Or whichever other character you're trying to buff with the set. So I think in pretty much all cases, it's just going to be better than Ocean-Hued Clam, especially because you can max it out way easier. You only need 15,000 as opposed to 30,000. But yeah, what else can I say? Very nice healer set. I think because Baiju doesn't need super special stats, like just trying to stack HP really, I'm not going to run the domain very often. I think it's worth running at least a little bit, like those 15 condensed resin. We got an okay set for him. It's good enough. He's not a DPS, so he doesn't need like, you know, perfect crit ratios and all that. He just needs a bunch of HP. That'll pretty much do it for the video. Let me know what you think about the new artifacts in the comments down below. Dropping a like or subscribing to the channel if you enjoy is always greatly appreciated as well. Thanks, as always, for watching, and until next time.